Hi all, welcome to The Way Forward. The Way Forward is a company where we are into people development, skill development, career development, and we are also into hobby development classes. Today we are commemorating Navaratri and we are having all women entrepreneurs in discussion with TWF. So today we have Mrs. Pratima Kandelwal. She is a budding entrepreneur, but a person with great experience. She's been living her dream of entrepreneurship for the past 1 year plus, and her experience before that is really beautiful. So we'll hear more about Fly High, her company, and as well as her prior experiences in her own words. So welcome, ma'am.
Hello, everybody. It feels so nice to be myself in a forum, which is the way forward. And you see the beautiful arrow which goes exactly is the mantra which I also take in a some little different way, where I say, my unit fly high. And actually, it is resting on educational excellence support services. So I have been a teacher for long, about 2 decades. And only last year, all thanks to pandemic, which it forced me that let me experiment, let me talk about enhancing capacities, capabilities in teaching and learning communities, both at higher education, my favorite, my forte, as well as in schools. So I carry enough enthusiasm to build up the capacities of teachers for pandemic and also in alignment with the national education policy of the year 2020. And when I said that I have been a teacher, I really mean that as a teacher we learn so much. So that exactly has been happening at my end because with teacher we take a leadership role of different flavors, research, mentoring, and whatnot, along with wonderful administration. So this is the background I come from. With 4 states in India, I have stayed and worked as well. That's it, Amrita. I would like
Amazing.
to share.
Great. It's a very beautiful way to put yourself in a small introduction. Great. So happy to hear that. So, post completion of your PhD from GB Pant University of Agriculture
Right,
and Technology, how was your interest in the teaching line? You could have gone into research, but you came into the
right,
teaching line.
right. Well, Amrita, when we talk about university and PhD itself is that we are doing research. So after that, we look forward for either postdoc, which is known as postdoctorate research, or any assignment, which is actually in general language we say teaching. But teaching at higher education always comes with research. So teaching is one part. Second important part for an entry level teacher also is research. That exactly it was at my end. During PhD only, I got my assignment, which was at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology in Patiala, Punjab. I have, as you mentioned, I have done PhD from GB Pant University, which is now at Uttarakhand. Otherwise, it was a part of UP. And the university is the first agriculture university of our nation, resting in foothill of Himalayas, scenic, serenic beauty for agriculture and technology. And there I graduated in food technology. So I
Amazing.
picked up the assignment at Thapa. And I have always been in teaching in the area of biotechnology, but my role has been in food biotechnology and food technology because I'm a food technologist. So I started teaching with that researching also. When I say researching and teaching, we talk about more about guiding, supervising, and working along with the scholars and students. That exactly happened. Thereafter, I came to Bangalore post my married life. And then I have been here. This city is so beautiful. It has absorbed me. I have adapted to it and I have become agile. And I feel so happy that I'm in the IT capital of the country where opportunities are unlimited.
Amazing. Amazing, ma'am. So, I think Bangalore is lucky to have a teacher like you, and I'm sure you have
Great.
empowered so many students, and
Humbled.
it's amazing. Great. So, over the years as a professor, what was the keen learning you had which helped you to visualize yourself as an entrepreneur?
Oh, beautiful question. I must say. To be honest, initially I was not planning I'll be an entrepreneur. It was all teaching, and when we say teaching, it was lecturership, then assistant professor, associate professor. Some admin roles started coming. Then certainly professor and head, which has been the longest for me. And there, I mean, about 10 years I have worked in this role, teach professor and a head. And I always felt when I was teaching students one beautiful course on beyond food technology, I was also teaching on project management or talking about entrepreneurship. I felt to tell others is easy, but as a teacher, I must experiment also. So there I did start much before what I did formally last year. But because of the huge roles at hand, on work on table, then as we grow in the career ladder, Amrita, you also will agree. we always get external assignments, which ask for traveling, which ask for a lot of networking, collaborating, and organizing. So that kept me pretty busy. I really thought that, yes, 2015 onwards, I was thinking that this is one area I want to venture. Not only talking to students that, hey guys, this is one, why are you always a job seeker? Be a job producer yourself, or be an employer, something that down the line. So I said, no, something like that pinching feeling to myself. I'm telling, why don't I do myself? And that prompted me. As I told in beginning, all thanks to pandemic, that I really thought this is the right time. Let me just put my papers in job and come and start on this. Still, I'm in education sector, but as a support service entity. That's what is Fly High. And in my logo, there's one beautiful 45-degree arrow which I make. So it is northeast direction because nothing goes straight vertically. Life itself takes with pluses and minuses, and that's why that 45-degree. And even parabola goes beautifully with 45-degree. That's exactly the reason. In fact, the logo has been designed by my daughter. That time she was a high school student, now a high secondary student, and it worked well. She understood the vibes which I wanted to carry with Fly High. That exactly happened.
So you started connecting much before you even started Fly High.
Yes, exactly.
Beautiful.
So as I told, it was in the classroom where I felt why I'm not doing myself and I'm telling others to do. And it took for at least 4 years, I can say, to formalize it, I'll say.
Surely. It's a long-term effort of great visualization, all packaged together. Wonderful.
Oh, yes, thank you.
So, as you have founder of Fly High, an education organization, as you are mentioning, how do you empower people into being their best using Fly High?
Pardon, how do I empower people?
How do you empower people? Yes.
Acha. So I understand that who all associate with Fly High, they are from the teaching, again, academic area. Also, I deal with preventive healthcare, my forte being food technology. So I do interact with IT professionals in IT companies, and that we talk about how good is food for mind and food for body. Generally, when we say the word food, it thinks that, what we eat. But this very important component of food is what we read. Right now, we are talking of information, right? Just right away. Or when I look at your photo, I can see resume design, career guidance, interview preparation, life skills coaching. So this is all is a part of information. And reading this for also, I was thinking, or you can see my background and you are getting some information. That's the importance of information, which is part of the food for mind. So this is one area which I interact with professionals. Otherwise, I have people primarily from the area of academics, higher education primarily, as now even school, like for higher secondary and high school teachers and students. I try to empower them in terms of what they are and what good they can be. I think, Amrita, you also would have seen that many of us do feel that we are ordinary. Perhaps I also have felt it. That's why I have empathetic approach for others on this aspect. So we feel it's okay, fine. I have a good job and I'm very fine getting salary monthly and taking care. And that itself is very high. So we do limit ourselves. That itself I have done. And when I'm opening the shackles and I'm seeing that, yes, the picture is much, much bigger than what I try to contain myself few years back. So this is exactly I tell the participants in young teachers, because when I said young teachers, I will think about nation, because these are the teachers who are going to produce future workforce in years or decades to come. So I always tell the academic leaders that invest on your young teachers, because people like me, maybe in another 10 years, we will take retirement, or say 12 years precisely. So let's do one thing, that let's be really more careful in terms of how exactly we can go ahead. So invest energies on the younger people or mid-age, because they may have 2 decades, 15 years, or even 2.5 decades to contribute. And teaching is one area, I think you also will agree, Anu, that may not be very important for the nation, by the people, but for nation it is important. Our people may not understand. They say, oh, teacher, okay, little casual, fine, you are a teacher. But when you say engineer, wow, engineer, doctor, a lawyer. So that aura does teacher per se, the word, the designation does not carry. The profession, I should say. So I tell the teachers, let people think. We are not in a nation where we have different parking slot because we are a teacher. So our time is very important, but society has a different connotation. Feel important for yourself. So when a teacher does the minimum 60 or 40 students in her or his class, they can get charged. So when I work with 2 teachers, for me it is 120 numbers or at least 100 numbers, or at least 80 numbers. So that is the power of talking or working with teachers. Unfortunately, it's not happening. But yes, thanks to NEP, it will happen. And I'm glad that I'm associated before NEP was formalized or even taken as a formal way. So same way for students, they will be future workforce. So they have to be more strengthened. This is applicable to me for my own daughter. I have to be a better parent. Same way I tell teachers, make your students stronger. Because if at all, I'm sure you have heard, the students are depressed. They are very in anxiety. Even some of them attempt to end life. Can you imagine? So where are we heading towards? For which mark certificates we are talking? Which ranks are we talking? And I'm the gold medalist from my university. All the more I say that. There's a lot of stress involved. So let's really loosen that. Let's make gold medal or first rank will be only by one child. What about others? So let's capacitate all together in various dimensions of their strength and make them, hey guy, you are very good in designing, or you are very trustworthy. This is all is worthy of claps, not only first rank, which often we clap for first rank, first race, first prize, second prize, all that. That's there. Nobody's denying. But let's not ignore the remaining 90% of the lot. That's my mandate, Amrita.
Amazing, amazing. So I can sync with whatever you're saying, and that's why the way forward originated actually. So it's beautiful to hear that from another person. So that's great. Nice. So just a small change from Fly High and from work. As a working parent, when you were working in college or even after starting Fly High, how is it that you're managing time with your family, with your kid? What is the best work-life balance you can say? Best tip.
Great, right. This is perhaps very important for all the working ladies, I will say. And work from home has taught even men also to have work-life balance. First time we are talking about this term for men also. And I'm glad for that because I am really favoring gender equality in all the ways. So this notion I always was career centric and career oriented. So I always wanted a person, I had patience for that the man whom I marry, he also favors in terms of working professional, because those men are much broad minded. We have men who take, okay, fine, you have some time, go and work. No, that's not the attitude. So career demands much more than just going out for some time. That's why many of our ladies can become just a school teacher. Why? Because they have some surplus time. And unfortunately, those ladies are teaching the future workforce, which they'll be handing over to higher education institution. So if they are not very serious for their career, they will not be very serious for the work what they do. So it's a national loss to me. I'm not at all in any governance, but still, as a citizen of the nation, I have always felt let right people come in the right job. Yes, diversity will have a challenge. So with that same notion, I was very careful for myself. And I'm glad my husband Suresh is very cooperative, not now, of 2 decades of togetherness, but before we got married, he was very serious that yes, because working lady, he felt always will be much more broad-minded. And even as small as he'll be less complaining. When we are very self-focused, we are more complaining. So working abilities enhance our perspective also. So when two like-minded people join, the child or the children, we have child taking care of the nation, only one child. So we made it ensure that our daughter is also absorbent, collaborative, and broad-minded. So the two became 1 + 1 became 3, 2. Then the third also have the same thing. So work-life balance was not very difficult for me. Certainly with some certain external support system, especially when I had long working hours. Unlike people may think a teacher means 9 to 5, half day or maybe 6, 7 hours. But my work was sometimes for 10 hours, 11 hours, just like as a corporate person, 12 hours. So with that, it was including travel time, 12 to 13 hours. So that was family really supported a lot. This was, I'll just exemplify with that because you mentioned a work-life balance. My husband has been always supporting in kitchen in terms of assistant, as you can understand all those jobs. But he was not into mainstream cooking. He felt no, he cannot enjoy, neither he liked it. But as we moved together, he started doing that. So sometimes in some sessions, I have myself told that it took 17 years for me to have patience. And from last few years, he's doing, so it took 15, 16, 17 like that, where he really came into using LPG for his cooking or microwave for the cooking purpose. That took, but finally it happened. So many ladies do complain, no, there's no support. I always say it takes time to build support. It's not about a year or two and we start concluding. So I have a wonderful example in my own home. Work-life balance is Once we respect each other in terms of work also, not only expecting that this my wife is just doing some work and let her earn some money. No, that is not being equal. I can show you by hand. So when we take equality, it also talks about helping each other in all the ways, emotional front, issues with health, and certainly work-life balance also comes when actually I'm proud to say I have hardly taken medical leaves or casual leaves in my work about 2 decades. Because when you are happy and contented here, you tend to be better in health also. And being from the area of food and biotech, immunity or today immunity word is so common. A few years, before pandemic, people were not comfortable with this word. What is immunity? But the immunity power of the body is really directly proportional to the mental strength. Although we may eat best of the food, still we cannot be ensuring that we will not be in terms of going wonderful health till until we are actually taking care of mental, now social, digital, and spiritual health also. Now it's a total bundle
Yes.
of dimensions that has been. Yeah.
Amazing. I think that was a very beautiful answer. And really, as people say, there is a supportive woman behind every man, but there's also a very supportive man behind every woman.
Exactly. And I say supportive child also. It was
Surely.
really, it's very, and that's why we can understand each other. It becomes a together total things.
Yes. So the child also learns a lot of things from us. They nurture from the early age itself. So that's a very strong growth. It's wonderful. So as a part of Fly High, who all are your big clients and who do you cater to?
Okay, wonderful. No, I have mainly teachers who join me. They come from either the organizers of the faculty development, faculty enrichment programs. So for example, AICT is a body, regulatory body for engineering colleges. Under that, they have a very strong forum of ATAL, which they make teachers enabled for various capacities. So there I associate with universities and colleges who take me as a resource person on pedagogical skills. I'm sure you understand what to teach is known, but how to teach is very important. Unlike school teachers, college teachers or university teachers do not get any training on how to teach. So there I pitch in with their area. I also talk to students in terms of professional skills development. And that I'm primarily doing under the banner of NPTEL, that is National Program on Technology Enabled Learning. So there, that is housed under IIT Madras. It's initiative of IITs and IISc, and it's wonderfully doing well in terms of enabling students beyond hosting MOOCs, platform for all over India and world students or learners. So I also do, so that is one part is pedagogical, one second part is professional skills. And the third is on the professionals I try to deal in terms of their better health by food, health by food for thought, all that. So these are my three major areas: teachers, students, and professionals. And I'm sure with growing time, Fly High will also cater to other professionals or other sectors of profession.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wishing Fly High really a great opportunity coming up in the future and your great success on your entrepreneurial journey.
Thank you so much. Really, it means a lot. Thank you.
Nice. So now coming back, how do you think women should empower themselves to become better entrepreneurs?
Oh, great. I think I will like to little bit change this question. I would like to answer a question where how do girls should think of them to empower? Because when they become women, it becomes a little late. A lot of question marks and exclamatory signs come. So I tell girls to take care of themselves, and all the mothers who are the mothers of sons and daughters, for them all the more. Because when we only focus on girls, we tend to misfocus on boys, and vice versa. So it's good to take care of both. Both children are important. Again, gender neutrality is there. Like in kitchen, I spoke minutes before on gender neutrality. So is exactly in rearing, particularly for girls, because they, whatever we say biologically or evolution wise, it is the lady who will be taking care of the family more than the man. That's why they have to be more empowered when they are blooming to become a lady. And that happens first with home and certainly with her environment where she meets. Say relatives are very orthodox, but parents are very broad-minded. Things are not very smooth. Or school is just okay. Today, luckily, all schools promote empowerment. So it's an agenda now in the schools and institutions which are higher education also. So if the girl is told dream big, not just dream for a job. So with the aspect of dreaming big will make her take risk also more. She will be more experimentative. She will go for experiential learning rather than only getting marks or again certificates and all. So she can be shared with lots of role model stories in schools and colleges and at home. And if mother is working, it's very easy for the daughter and son to adopt and adapt to that. But when a mother is not working, certainly it takes longer for that child. Still, today, I'm sure you also see now, around the world, all economic strata, socioeconomic strata, working women or experimentative women, women in workforce, women in sports, you name it. And now, just day before, we have made women in forces also now, yes, in the different schools also. So even the country is witnessing change. And really, we are talking of when 6Gs coming in research, we are talking of inhabiting Mars. So which level we are talking in technology. And still we are talking of fundamental questions on making the girl child stand alone. So I see a big contrast. Nevertheless, let technology go on. Let more and more people understand. And here again, pandemic is going to help us. Pandemic has taught the resilience in women much more than men. So perhaps families will invest more their dreams and trust on girl, empowering the girl, who will be a wonderfully strong woman. You would have seen nations who are being led by women, especially in Europe, are doing commendably well. There are very good examples of that because women by nature, she's a nurturer more. So that leadership also helps. Can you imagine that can not only for family, as basic as a family to as high as a nation. So the bandwidth is very huge and it really makes good sense to invest. So all the women leaders, corporate leaders, educational leaders, actually we all are leaders in life. Certainly a woman has more leadership role because she's taking care of family. It is unfortunately we have taken her subdued and we suppress. That's why she has to fight mentally more. So I always say, whatever you do, be mentally strong. Physical strength will certainly come. That's it, exactly. I would like to say on this.
Amazing, amazing, ma'am. So it's a complete whole well-being we have to take care of, not only of physical, but also
Yes,
mental,
yes.
emotional, spiritual, everything comes into
Yes.
picture.
Yeah. And through your forum, I will just try to attach one addendum kinds. We spoke about the girl child, the daughters, same lady or same gentleman, I can say, in form of father, also have to make the son also absorptive because that son will not only remain son to them, he will be tomorrow's husband beyond working. So that husband also have to be receptive more, understanding more, accommodating. So that's why as we teach life skills to the daughters, we have to really teach life skills to sons also. And if that is taken care, tomorrow's society will be much more balanced. Then we see so much domestic violence to whatnot against women. That will reduce. So it's a collective effort for each family. National Commission for Women and all will be just bodies. They will be taking care of serious cases. But what about the cases which go unreported, unknown, and subdued by here or we say my luck is bad and all that. I'm not from that school of thought to say. There's lot. This morning only I was listening to one session which we talk. The strength is actually here. We search here in the muscle power. The strength is here actually.
Yes.
So that is I would like to say. Thank you.
Amazing, ma'am. So I think that was a good wrap up to the whole interview and the amazing session that we could discuss about women, girls, men and boys, everything together in the whole society.
Oh yes, yes. Because society is made up of all. We just can't talk about one section.
Yes.
That exactly I tell to the students when I deal with them that be very balanced.
Great. So I think your positivity and the way you look at the society and the way you want to see the society again is beautiful and it's spreading into us. So thank you so much for your time today and thank you for speaking so much and empowering us. Wishing Fly High a great success and looking forward to Fly High. Yes.
Great. Thank you so much. Wonderful being at your forum. Lots of good wishes and positivity for you as well and all the people who are going to be in touch with you through this and the various sessions and the great job what you are doing. Keep it up. All the best.
Thank you.
All the best for all.